Beware, you're in for a scare. From the pages of R.L. Stein's best-selling books comes a brand new series of Goosebumps videos. Videos that will creep you out, freak you out, or simply make you laugh your head off.
Hello everyone, so here's a good question. Of course, someone actually already talked about it, but hey, I'm going to talk about it anyways. I think it was D83. Yeah, definitely check them out if you actually like more Goosebumps without someone being in the closet about it. But anyways, chances are this might be on Halloween season in October. If not, well. But anyways, we're going to talk about the Haunted Mask, good and bad. We're going to basically talk about the episode in the book. I have done like at least 3 of these, so yeah, this is another one to add to that. But anyways, the thing is that the book versus the episode. In the book, the shopkeep actually was the one who was like, okay, you can buy the mask. And he was basically using that just for her to learn a lesson. On the other hand, you have the episode that, yeah, you actually have in the episode, Carly Beth actually decided to steal the mask and run from the guy. Luckily, she actually get to keep, I don't know how much she actually spent on it, but yeah, she gets to keep the money. Now, there was the argument with, I think D83 might have been did that, where they actually argued the fact of it was better for her to actually buy it and learn the lesson that way instead of stealing it, because stealing it actually makes it even more where she actually deserves what she gets, instead of when it comes to buying it, she's actually learning a lesson because of whatever. But if you guys can understand, which I think is, I don't know, if it's not D83, sorry. But anyways, the thing is that to me, it's better she stole it, because at least she stole it. It doesn't mean that the shopkeep, if he paid her, yeah, he actually got money for it. Basically, that's kind of a horrible move. Just like when it came to Paparina talking about Monster Blood, the fact of the guy who had a horrible business ethic of not selling any toys, he actually came to the conclusion at first is that the guy knew what he had. The Monster Blood is a bad news, so that's why he wasn't going to sell it to him, and then actually decided to say, okay, fine, I'm going to sell it to you. Instead, no, it turned out he just really sucked at actually selling toys, and in this case, it's more the fact of the shopkeep deliberately sold her something that is messed the freak up compared to she stole it. Now she's getting something messed up from it, which is like, oh, fuck. And one weird thing that D83 didn't point out is the fact of when it came to the Haunted Mask, in the episode, which Paparina actually gave me this, not them, it turns out in the episode, you actually learn that the guy had a messed up disorder. I don't know what's going on, but instead of what happened in the book, where in the book he's like, oh, we were making science experiments and we were trying to do something to make life forms and blah-de-blah-de-blah. It's like, okay. Compared to the other idea, which happened in the episode, the fact of the guy is suffering. I don't remember what, but he's suffering some crap where it's like his face gets very, very degenerative. Yeah, it's like his face actually just curls up and turns mushy. So he has to create a brand new face to put on. So all those faces that we see are actually his faces from past lives or past times where he actually had to redo his face. So science versus the guy actually using sorcery or whatever, or heck, even maybe science to do that, is kind of the point of where it's like, I prefer the freaking shopkeep actually creating it for his own good, instead of where it's like, oh, we create masks. Yeah, I have a science place and we're creating masks for some dumb reason and we're not even telling you why. It's like, we're just making it for the heck of it. It's like, okay, compared to the guy who needs it because the masks, my gosh, yeah, the faces of his, he really needs to do it, because if not, he's going to look like a horrible, grotesque person. So he's doing it for personal reasons instead of freaking science-wise. We don't have no idea what the freaking book has for this guy who's a scientist. What you're getting out of it doing it. You don't really get anything. All you're doing is just, oh, I need to hide these masks. Well, why not make a freaking shop where it's like, yeah, that sounds like the dumbest move ever. Compared to the guy who had to wear masks for a living because, well, yeah, his face is so messed up. It makes sense that he does masks because it's like he can understand about hiding, you know, the Mask movie where it's like, oh, the masks you wear and that little thing, or heck, what about freaking hammering it home from Amazing Spider-Man? It's like, are you lost? All the masks we wear and everything else. It's like, yeah, that. We all wear masks and crap like that. It's like, yeah, that. That is what we got from the episode. But the debate from D83 was just the fact of, was it better for her to steal it or buy it? The rest of the part is like, if she stole it, at least the good news is that the shopkeep didn't even see that coming. So at least the good news, and of course, yeah, the shopkeep could have easily just said, oh no, I'm not going to help you with that. You stole the freaking masks. You get to have your freaking thing given to it. Even though you kind of have to admit, even though, yeah, it was the first time meeting her, you do have to admit, she kind of seems like the type where she actually is innocent. But after getting bullied for so long, she had no choice but to actually steal it so she could actually do her revenge. But of course, the guy won't really know that, you know? Yeah, it's like first meeting, she could actually be a hooligan in disguise and stole it, and that's why he's like, oh, well. But on the other hand, it's like, you can kind of see her sweet nature, though. I mean, she doesn't seem like the type. And plus, it's like, if she only went there to steal your mask, I mean, she went there to steal something, wouldn't you expect her to actually steal money and the mask from you? I'm just saying, it's like, yeah, your judgment of character sucks, buddy. But on the other hand, it's like in the book, she bought the mask. And like I said like a few minutes ago, it's kind of messed the frick up that this guy is like, oh, well, okay, you can buy the mask. And then you screw her over by that. And the good news is that they both actually tell her how to do it and save herself. But in the other hand, it's kind of like, dude. Well, the one that stole it, yeah, when it came to the one that stole, he didn't have to do it. But at least the good news is that he actually said, okay, while in the book, it's like, you are inclined to freaking damn tell her how to freaking save herself. Because you sold it to her, and for some damn reason, you decided to actually sell it to a kid even though you said no. And you kind of put everyone in harm's way, while on the other hand, in the episode, it's more the fact of you didn't put her in harm's way. You didn't put anyone in harm's way. She took it and she did it. Yeah, just like in Iron Man 2. So you took it? You just took it? But anyways, I have to say the episode was the best option. And then the episode actually concludes it better than what the book did. In the book, at the end, they allowed her little brother to put on a mask. And then when in the Haunted Mask 2, we don't really get any idea of how the frick did he get the mask off. Of course, I guess they most likely could. And it was easy for him because maybe he loved his sister, maybe it's some kind of other crap. But yeah, so they left that open, while in the episode they did the best thing. Paparina was like, oh, why didn't she burn it? Why don't they try to get rid of it? In the episode, luckily, she did get rid of it. She actually decided to bury it. Wait, was it her who buried it, or was it the dog who buried it? No, that was the second. That was the second one. The first one, she decided to bury it in the cemetery. So that's what happened. So she buried it in the cemetery. That's it. Could talk about the second Haunted Mask, but all I can tell you is that I have no fucking damn idea. I only saw the episode. And of course, like I said, in the episode, at the end, instead of any other crap, which is kind of crazy, is that, wait, how did he get it in the episode? I think in the episode he actually bought it, so I don't know. Yeah, that one is like, what the fuck? He bought it? It's like, what the fuck? You actually allowed him to buy it?
What the frick, man? Yeah, you're not as good as the freaking guy in the book. Allowed him to buy it. Yeah, you're gonna put people in harm's way, but of course, he's an old man. So I guess since it is a whole old man mask, there's nothing really screwed up about it. So that's good. That's good. Well, the worst part is that he was gonna die, though. He was gonna freaking damn die. That's the horrible part. It's like, oh, wait. In the episode, you allowed him to buy it, and he's gonna freaking damn die? What the man? Oh, wait, no, it didn't. Yeah, I forgot. That's not how it went down. I think the first mask was able to come out. Yeah, he was able to come out of his spot. And then after that, yeah, he came out of the freaking ground. He took over the old man. And the old man gave him the kid mask. So it wasn't really him who did it. So that's good. Never mind. I retract that. But yeah, at the end of it, he was able to burn his mask. Yeah, the old man mask, he was able to burn it and it's gone forever. While the original mask is still around, but this time the dog decided to bury it. Even though it would have been kind of cool to actually just see what happens when they would have went the mask one, where you had the mask. In the mask, you actually had the dog putting on the mask. That would have been awesome as frick. But they didn't do it, so oh well. Anyways, tell me what you guys think. Was it good that the episode decided to actually say, frick you, she's gonna steal it? Or was the book writing like, yeah, she has a lesson to learn and she has to pay the piper to learn the lesson? And of course, hey, I think the episode won when it came to the last thing that they did in the book. Because in the book, like I said, they allowed her little brother to take it and put it on. We didn't even get a conclusion of that in the second book. Which it would have been cool in the second book. They decided to just say, you know what, 2 masks. The little brother has the mask on. Yeah, that wouldn't work. Sorry, that wouldn't work. But still, yeah, it would have been cool, even though most likely it would have been easily concluded. So, yeah, thank you for watching, and